Have you ever felt like your energy is fading faster than it used to? Maybe you wake up in the morning, but instead of feeling refreshed, it takes a while for your body to get moving. Or perhaps you notice your arms and legs don't feel quite as strong when you're lifting a bag of groceries or climbing a flight of stairs. You're not alone in this feeling. Many people after 60 start to notice that their strength isn't what it once was. But here's the good news. It's not just a natural part of aging you have to accept. There are simple, powerful changes you can make that can bring that strength and energy back. And one of the biggest keys lies in the food on your plate. Today, we're going to talk about protein. Yes, that nutrient we often associate with athletes or bodybuilders. But here's the secret most people don't realize. After 60, protein becomes even more important, not less. Your body actually needs more of it to maintain your muscles, your energy, and your independence. Without enough protein, your muscles naturally shrink, making you feel weaker and more tired. But when you add the right protein-rich foods to your diet, your body gets the tools it needs to rebuild, repair, and stay strong. And here's the best part. It doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need to eat strange powders or follow some fancy diet. The answer lies in everyday foods, many of which you probably already enjoy. We'll be going through 5 protein-rich foods that can make a real difference in how strong and energetic you feel, even after 60. Let's start with one of the simplest and most comforting sources of protein, eggs. Now, I know some of you might already have eggs in your morning routine, and that's fantastic. But it's worth pausing to appreciate just how powerful these little foods are. One egg gives you about 6 grams of high-quality protein, and that's protein your body can easily use to repair muscle and keep you strong. Unlike some other foods, eggs contain all the essential amino acids your body needs, the building blocks of protein that keep your muscles healthy. And eggs aren't just about strength. They also come packed with vitamins like B12, which supports your nervous system and helps fight off fatigue. Many people after 60 start to struggle with low B12, which can lead to tiredness, memory issues, and even mood changes. Including eggs regularly can give your body that much needed boost. Some people worry about cholesterol when it comes to eggs. But research has shown that for most healthy older adults, eggs are safe to eat daily. Of course, it's always a good idea to check with your doctor, but for many people, eggs are a convenient and affordable way to add protein and energy to the day. And the best part, they're versatile. Whether you like them boiled, scrambled, or even folded into a vegetable omelette, eggs can fit into almost any meal. Now let's talk about something heartier. Chicken. If eggs are the quick, everyday protein, chicken is like the reliable friend you can count on for a filling meal. Skinless chicken breast, in particular, is one of the leanest and richest protein sources available. Just a small portion, about the size of your palm, gives you over 25 grams of protein. That's a powerful punch for your muscles, especially if you're noticing it's harder to keep up your strength. Chicken is also easier to chew and digest compared to tougher meats like beef, which can make a big difference as we get older and our digestion changes. You don't have to eat a huge plate of it either. A modest serving, paired with some vegetables or a side of rice, is enough to give your body the support it needs. One of the things I love about chicken is how flexible it is in the kitchen. You can roast it, grill it, or shred it into soups and stews. If cooking a whole chicken feels like too much work, picking up pre-cooked rotisserie chicken from the store and removing the skin can be a smart shortcut. That way, you've got ready-to-eat protein on hand without much effort. And here's something important to remember. Eating protein isn't just about getting stronger muscles. It also helps you recover from illness or injury more quickly. Let's be honest. After 60, even a simple cold or a minor fall can take longer to bounce back from. Protein gives your body the tools to heal faster. When you're eating enough chicken, eggs, or other good protein foods, you're not just helping your muscles, you're protecting your independence and resilience. So when we look at the big picture, adding foods like eggs and chicken to your routine isn't just about meals. It's about keeping your energy, protecting your balance, and making sure you can keep enjoying the things you love, whether that's gardening, traveling, or simply playing with your grandkids. When we think about strength and energy, many people immediately picture meat or eggs, but let's not forget the foods that come from the sea. Fish is one of the most nourishing protein sources you can add to your plate, and it brings along an extra bonus. Healthy fats that support not just your muscles, but also your heart and brain. That's especially important after 60, when keeping your memory sharp and your circulation strong makes all the difference in how you feel every day. Take salmon, for example. A modest portion gives you over 20 grams of high-quality protein, and it's loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, those special fats that help reduce inflammation in your body. Why does that matter? Because inflammation is one of the hidden culprits behind aches, stiffness, and slow recovery. If your knees feel sore after a walk, or your shoulders ache after carrying groceries, omega-3s can help calm that down, while the protein in fish works to keep your muscles strong. Now you might be wondering, what if salmon isn't your favorite or it feels too expensive? The good news is, you don't need to stick to one type of fish. Tuna, sardines, trout, or even simple whitefish like cod are all excellent sources of protein. Canned options like tuna or salmon are often more affordable and convenient. You just open a can, mix it with a little olive oil or yogurt instead of heavy mayonnaise, and you've got a protein-rich snack or light meal. For those who don't love cooking fish, try baking it with a squeeze of lemon and a sprinkle of herbs. It takes just 15 minutes in the oven, and the flavor is mild and refreshing. Pair it with some steamed vegetables or a small baked potato, and you've got a meal that fuels your body without weighing you down. But protein isn't just found in animal foods, and this is where many people are pleasantly surprised. Beans and lentils, humble as they may seem, are incredible powerhouses for strength after 60. A single cup of cooked lentils has about 18 grams of protein, plus a generous dose of fiber that keeps your digestion smooth and steady. That's something most of us could use a little more help with as we get older. One of the biggest benefits of beans and lentils is how they combine protein with slow-digesting carbohydrates. That means they don't just give your muscles what they need, they also keep your blood sugar stable and your energy levels steady throughout the day. Instead of the ups and downs that can leave you drained in the afternoon, beans and lentils provide a slow, lasting fuel. They're also one of the most budget-friendly foods around. A bag of dried beans or lentils can stretch into many meals, and canned versions are ready to eat in minutes. You can add them to soups, stews, or salads, or even mash them up into spreads. Imagine a hearty bowl of lentil soup on a cool evening. That's comfort food that also strengthens your body. Now, I know some people worry about beans causing a little digestive discomfort, and that's a fair concern. But the key is to start small and let your body adjust. Rinsing canned beans well or soaking dried beans before cooking can also make them easier on your stomach. And once your body adapts, you'll find they're not only tolerable, but truly satisfying. Adding beans and fish into your weekly meals means you're giving your muscles protein from different sources, each with unique benefits. Fish supports your heart and brain while reducing inflammation, and beans give you plant-based protein with fiber that keeps you full and energized. Together, they help create balance in your diet that supports both strength and overall well-being. And here's something worth remembering. Eating enough protein isn't about building bulky muscles. It's about holding onto the muscle you already have, so you can keep your independence, your balance, and your vitality. When you choose foods like fish and beans, you're saying yes to living with more ease, fewer aches, and greater resilience. The beauty of these foods is that they don't require drastic changes to your routine. You don't need to overhaul your diet overnight. Even replacing 1 or 2 meals a week with salmon, tuna, lentils, or beans can start to make a difference. Small steps add up, and over time, you'll notice you feel steadier, stronger, and more capable. When you think about it, food is more than just fuel. It's one of the simplest, most powerful tools you have to support your body as it changes with age. Each bite can either take you closer to weakness or closer to strength. And when you choose protein-rich, nourishing foods, you're choosing to invest in yourself. One of the most comforting protein-rich foods, and often overlooked, is Greek yogurt. Now, I'm not talking about the sugary, fruit-flavored cups that taste more like dessert than anything else. I mean the plain, creamy kind that's thick, tangy, and packed with nutrients your body craves. Just 1 cup of Greek yogurt can give you around 15 grams of protein, which is more than double what you'll find in regular yogurt. But the benefits don't stop there. Greek yogurt is also rich in calcium, which helps keep your bones strong. That's so important after 60, when bones naturally become more fragile. Pairing protein with calcium in one food makes Greek yogurt a powerful ally in maintaining both muscle and bone strength. And let's not forget the probiotics, those friendly bacteria that support healthy digestion and even boost your immune system. A happy gut can make a surprising difference in your energy levels and overall mood. If you find plain Greek yogurt a bit too tart on its own, try adding a drizzle of honey, a handful of berries, or even some chopped nuts. That way, you're not only making it more enjoyable, but also layering in extra fiber, vitamins, and healthy fats. It's a versatile food that can be enjoyed at breakfast, as a snack, or even as a light dessert in the evening. Speaking of nuts, that brings us to our final protein-rich food. Nuts and seeds may be small, but they pack a mighty punch. Almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, all of these provide a satisfying crunch along with protein, healthy fats, and important minerals like magnesium and zinc. A small handful of almonds gives you about 6 grams of protein, and while that might not sound like much on its own, it adds up quickly when you include them regularly. Nuts and seeds are especially helpful because they're so easy to keep on hand. You can store a jar on the counter or toss a bag in your purse, and you've got a quick, nourishing snack anytime your energy dips. Unlike processed snacks that leave you feeling sluggish, nuts and seeds provide steady energy while supporting your muscles and joints. And for those who sometimes struggle with appetite, just a small portion can give your body valuable nutrients without feeling heavy. Of course, the key with nuts is portion control, since they're dense in calories. A small handful, about the size of your palm, is just right. Pair them with a piece of fruit or sprinkle them on top of Greek yogurt. And suddenly, you've created a snack that's both delicious and strengthening. Now, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Eggs, chicken, fish, beans, Greek yogurt, nuts, and seeds. Each of these foods carries its own special benefits, but together they form a foundation for lasting strength and energy. What's powerful about this approach is that it's not about adding something complicated or foreign to your diet. These are simple, familiar foods that are easy to find in any grocery store. By choosing them more often, you're giving your body what it needs to thrive, even as the years go by. It's natural to feel concerned when your energy isn't what it used to be, or when you notice your muscles aren't as firm and steady. But the truth is, you're not powerless. Every meal is a chance to nourish your body in a way that builds you up instead of breaking you down. And that's incredibly empowering because it means the control is in your hands. Remember, it's not about perfection. You don't have to suddenly change everything you eat. Instead, think about adding one extra protein-rich food to your day. Maybe it's an omelette with vegetables in the morning, or a cup of Greek yogurt in the afternoon. Maybe it's swapping out a starchy side for a serving of beans, or enjoying a piece of salmon once a week. These small steps, repeated consistently, create lasting results. And what's the reward? More energy to do the things you love, stronger muscles that help you stay steady on your feet, faster recovery when life throws little challenges your way, greater confidence that you can keep living independently on your own terms. Your 60s and beyond are not a time to fade into weakness. They're a time to embrace strength in a new way. With the right foods, you can feel vibrant, capable, and ready for all the joys life has to offer. So, as you move forward, I encourage you to take a fresh look at your meals. Notice where you can add a little more protein. Experiment with these foods, find the ones you enjoy most, and make them part of your routine. And don't be surprised if, in a few weeks, you notice your energy lasting longer, your steps feeling steadier, and your mood lifting higher. If you found this helpful, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What's your favorite protein-rich food, or which of these will you try adding to your meals first? Share your experiences in the comments. I read every one of them, and your story might inspire someone else to take that same first step. And if you'd like more simple, practical tips on staying strong and healthy after 60, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We're building a community here of people who believe that age is just a number and that living well is possible at every stage of life. Here's to nourishing your body, rebuilding your strength, and enjoying every day with vitality. Because you deserve to feel your best, no matter your age.